Good afternoon. We're fishing on a Wroxham club water again. This is a different lake to the one you saw before. This is more the specimen one. And as you've already seen, carp swimming. I'll put some bait just down there because there's a load of carp mooching around and swimming, cruising about. They are on the surface at the minute, as you can probably see at the back there. Just zoom in a bit. So there's a bit of a shake and a wobble. There. And it's a few of the corner as well. Now my brother normally fishes this peg here. I want to nick his swim because he's not here today. I normally fish that one just over there. Today we're going to be hitting here. So I want to put a rod down there if I can. And probably put one down there. We are the only ones here. So as you can see, I've got enough myself, just got here. So I'm going to get myself set up and we'll go from that. I'll speak in a minute. Right, the rods are ready to go. I've just got to put a lead and a rig on. I'm just debating whether to go on a pop up or go waft style or snowman. I don't know. I think I might go like a snowman effect. I think I'll pick what lead I want. So I am going to go with this little bad boy here. Rig again, it's nothing complicated, it is as base as you can see. It's a size 6 hook, I believe that's an outturned eye. This is barbless, micro swivel and 2 beads. That's the Ghost, ESP Ghost fluorocarbon leader, and just a sort of sleeve at the end of it. Again, nothing complicated. That'll be one rig, and the other one will be pretty much the same. I've got something a bit different this time. In here, they are the Monster Bait Monster Ice 18 mils. I haven't used these yet. Bit of glove to go with it. So what I'm going to do, I've got a deal pack, so 30 quid. You get a kilo of the bottom bait, boilies, 2 pop-ups. I've got a wafter and a pop-up. You think you can pick and choose, and you should get some glug and some pellet. So I thought I'll give it a whirl and we'll see what happens. But before we do anything, let's get the net made up. There's no point having a fish, and when I've been caught out once before, and that was a hell of a job. Do 2 things: play the fish and get your nets set up. That was not that was not fun. I did it, still landed a fish. Yeah, that's a lesson learned, though. Well, you're now saying as I do. I've just been watching a couple of it must be £10 or something like that, or about the size. Just in front. That's right, it would be. My rods are there, so I'd be just about out there. Not actually that far, and he was heading that way. Now I've got to keep an eye on them birdies because they are obviously now heading towards my baited area. My pop-up, so I'm going to go and scare them off. In fact, come with me. Let's go together. Oh, ghosty there. Can't you see that? Any more dot? Man, not sure how well you can see them. Not very. Right, he's just come under here. Now there used to be a tree here somewhere. Oh, my line, that's over that little branch. Keep an eye on that. Yeah, it's a tree here somewhere. I don't think it's there. And you can probably just about see a little bit of a snag down there, so I've got to be very careful bring him over. Now I just noticed my line over that branch. Go and deal with it. Didn't see that a minute ago. Right, I'll deal with that. Right, I've done that time. They're over there now. They were up there, they come down in on the bank, so I was a bit concerned. Duck up there as well. He didn't seem to be bothered about it. He went towards me, nothing happened, so if they stay that way. I think they're baby tufties, they've got a right pain in the arse, I suppose. If I don't keep an eye on them. I turn my back 2 minutes, we have a tufty. Little baby one. Gone back safe and sound. The good thing about barber's hooks is obviously just flicked out in the neck. Oh, plan that idea, I think. Anyway, I'll wait for the mother to clear off. You scoot up there out the way, and I'll see already unhooked it in the net. Already unhooked itself in the net, and the minute it had a little bit of freedom, scooted off. So she's rejoined the family. Right, just gone a slightly different approach. Exactly the same thing. Just gone with the bottom bait, that's all I've done. So I've got an 18mm on, exactly the same as the wafter would have been, just this bottom bait as opposed to slightly above. So I'm just going to try that. I'm not saying it's going to work, I'm saying it's not. Right, I'm going with a change of plan. Tough to keep going over there, so I decided I'm going to go near the island, and I'm going to change some bait as well. I'm going to go back to the sweet tiger and corn. Same rig, just on a bottom bait, that's it. Just change the bait, that's all I've done. What I'm going to do this time is I'm going to make up a little stringer. Got a few borders through that. Just have a few round the hook. So I think if they start hearing it splashing too much, then they'll be on it again. After you see you put bait in, but if you do like a stringer, that'll dissolve and leave the bait separated around it. Obviously for those who don't know, and we'll go from that. So I'm going to do that, and then just have a little lead up, clip it up, and go from there. Right, well that's done. That's a bit like that. Just put the bait the needle through as you would do your floss. PVA string, which is that, or tape, which is that stuff there. Little knot at the end. Just wrap it around there and tie it a little to just so it's secure, and that's pretty much it. That'll obviously the PVA will dissolve, leaving you a nice little mouthful of food for the carp, around your hook bait. Right, 7 o'clock and gone, and I've had nothing. Sun is over there now, as you can see, and the temperature has dropped a little bit. There is a bit of a nip in the air. I do believe we should have a northerly wind, so it's probably why it's got a bit of a nip. I haven't touched the right hand rod since we've been here, so I'm going to bring that one in and have a look at it and just make sure it's alright. I might stick with the same bait on and put it out there again, or I might go at the back there, I don't know yet. I'm going to make a decision as and when. Right, change of plan. Complete change of plan. Rig change. Pop up rig. Actually, kind of a running rig as you call it. It's the ESP's pre-made one. I've just done the rest of it. That's as simple as that. Right, and I'm going to be using those. If you can see it very well. Monster Tiger Nut pop up, 15mm. I've got a bag of a few loose bottom baits, the loose ones in there. Right, it's now coming up to 8 o'clock and nothing more has happened. Apart from typical, down there where I was, I had some spicy shrimp and prawn boilies plugged up in the spicy shrimp and prawn hydration fluid, and there's 4 little oil patches come up. Perhaps I should have left it there. Never mind. These things happen. Anyway, that could be just coincidental. That might have been just something else, but I don't know. nothing has happened. One fish over there and that's about it. One or two little 12s in the middle and that's about it. Temperature's dropped a bit because the sun is getting further around there and that there's a bit of a chill in the air, should we say. So I'm going to have a slower pack down now. I've got to start heading back because obviously it's now come to bang on 8 o'clock. Yeah, so that's at the stand at the moment. It's a blank, which I kind of expected anyway. I reckon this will do really well at night time, but not allowed night fishing. So apart from that, all in all, I've had a good session so far. I've enjoyed it, although I haven't caught nothing, but it's just been out and about in the world of nature and enjoying the peace and quiet with the odd car come past. I will call it a day, and unless anything happens between now and home time, that will be it. If you got this far, go high up there, and thank you very much. And as I always seem to say, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Oh, and hit that notification sign so you don't miss any more future videos. See you later.